Hello YouTube, welcome back, welcome to the channel. For those who don't know, my name is Matthew and this is Matthew Hawker Gaming. So today we're going to play another roguelike game. Today's featured game is going to be another dice game, and so I've featured various other ones such as Spell Rogue before, and I'm also partial to dice games in paper such as like King of Tokyo and stuff like that. Right, today's game is going to be, is it Dicing with Death, I believe it's called. So alright, we're going to show you a run from Dicing with Death. I only got the game literally about a day ago, so this is going to be my third or fourth run, maybe slightly more. I did finish it on one of the attempts. I think my first two runs were unsuccessful, but I did win a run on the third attempt. Anyway, I'm going to show you a run on this. So today, this is only going to be early access game, so there's not as many characters as some of the games, but currently there's two characters in the game. They're about to add a third one. This is the base one, the soldier. Alright, we'll explain a bit about the game as we go along. So we're going to pick the healer today. That was the one I played as yesterday, but since I didn't show you that, right, we're just going to play on the base difficulty to show you how it works. So we're going to play, there was a selection of free starting things, but don't worry about that. Okay, so basically, it's going to be a push your luck kind of game. So you're basically going to roll a selection of dice, but there's going to be various ways that influence your run. So you've got various relics, and maybe say they originate from stuff like Slayer's Bio, stuff like that. I mean, it's same as all these games. Right, we're going to pick a thing. So these are going to be a power that is ongoing, basically, and affects it. I'm basically going to have a look at them. So this one is, at the end of your turn, you take damage, you summon land. And there's an achievement for doing that. I know, I haven't used that one. Diamond Ring adds counters to the value of each dice you roll. When there are 50 more counters, remove them and heal. Or rolling a 1 immediately adds 6 poison to death. Let's go for the Diamond Ring, I think. Right, so then you've got a selection of dice. You see all these dice. You can see how many pips. They're not just the regular 6-sided dice. This one has got 2 1s, 2 3s. And this is called a Razor's Edge. And it deals damage to your opponent equal to double face value rolled on this dice. Okay, so this one is herbal. When you roll your dice, remove poison from yourself. Which is, there's things that self-poison you. And when you bank this dice, it returns for the next roll. And this is one that adds poison to your opponent. So we're going to start with the poison one, okay? So right, so you've got basically on your turn, you start with 6 dice, although there are various things that get you more dice. Basically, your life total is in your bottom left-hand corner of the screen, that along with how many dice you have in your various relics. Okay, so you've got 295 life, and death has 300. So on your turn, you roll your dice. So you press roll. And it's basically like a push your luck game. So basically, various things will trigger on the various different rolls. So this adds poison based on this. But you're trying to basically make these hands. They're it's fairly similar to poker. It's not quite the same. So you've got your pairs. You've got your 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind. You've got up to 6 of a kind in this. And you've got your various pair combinations. You've got your full house, which is 3 of a kind and 2 of a kind. And various things up to the straight 6, which I believe is the top hand in the game. And basically, so on your turn, you roll the dice, and you're trying to make these hands. Basically, they go into what you say. Okay, so what have we got at the moment? We've got a pair of 5s. We don't have one. Say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be a hand. So we can have a pair of 5s. So you bank that contributes 25. So basically now, so I'm going to bank those basically. So now they basically go into the bank. So now you have the choice to, if you stand effectively, so it's like in Pontoon or Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers or Blackjack basically. So you basically can stick there or go for more. If you go more hard, basically you have to roll another scoring combination to carry on. We're going to carry on, right? So roll. So we've fumbled in this. We did do him damage though, but he suffers damage, and basically, when you bank and when you have a number in it, and you stop, the opponent takes damage equal to the number banked. It's fairly straightforward, right? So we'll see how it goes, and there are various things that can influence your run. The aim is to basically, if you've managed to use all the dice, basically, you can basically roll again, like a new set of 6, basically. So we're going to take a pair of 4s and bank that, and then roll again. So now we've got a pair of 3s. We're probably going to stick on that, I think, because then we'd have to roll. So if we did, so we take the pair of 3s and bank those. Because if we roll these 2 dice, we basically the only value combination on 2 dice is a pair, and you'd have to get both of the dice to roll the same. So we're going to pass there. So now they'll take damage equal to my bank number. So there's also a special thing. This is the cauldron, which is like the power for this thing. Is each there's various things, so that you can click on the cauldron to use it. This is each time you roll, heal yourself and poison your opponent for the highest number rolled. This basically, when there are 50 or more counters on it, you remove them and heal. This is you get the cauldron basically generates when you click on it to use a special, which is like normally heal and deal some damage and some other stuff. Right, so we select the dice to bank. So we've got. We could keep 4 and 4. I'm just going to keep the 2 4s and bank those and roll the rest because there's more chance of getting a combination on 2 sets of dice as opposed to that. So we've got. We'll probably keep those. So we've got 3 of a kind effectively, and we'll bank those, and we'll pass theirs. You can't roll anything on 1 dice. I'm probably going to show you how this power thing works in a minute. I'm not 100% myself. I think you just click on it to use it. Yeah, you see he did me 100 and something in that turn. Right, so we're just going to roll and see how it goes. That's basically just a pair, isn't it? Is not anything better. 3 and 3. We bank that. I'm going to use the cauldron. So you basically just click on it, and it basically runs some stuff down. So it's healing me and dealing them damage and doing some other stuff. This one is fumble protection, so it's basically effectively ignores your if you fail. So I can carry on and there's no drawback, even if I've got to the minimum amount of dice. Right. So we can have the 1s and bank them, and we can carry on. We've got protection. We're trying to get a pair. That's not a pair, but it's not going to do us any problem. Right, so we'll carry on, and you see they've taken negative damage. There's also a healing potion you can use by clicking on it. That's a one-off item, and there's a bit of like interaction with death. There's some dialogue and stuff. Right, so we're just unlocking an item. So it's you gain 10 poison stacks. When you poison your opponent, the relic stores the amount of enemy return inflicts. I'll try it. I mean, I'm going for the thing items. Some of them we don't know. Unlock and take. Right, so let's see how it goes. So you see he's basically poisoned. So he takes damage at the start of the turn. Quite a lot of these damage over time things, it varies depending on what the game is and whether you take damage at the start of your turn or the end of your turn. It's normally one or other. Right, so we're going to go. I think we're going to just keep the 6s and roll the rest and see how it. Hopefully, get another combination. I want to get I can't remember what it's called when you use all the dice. There's a special name for it. I think we're going to keep the 2s and pass. I think because I don't feel there's anything that's like 46, and they're getting poisoned. Right. Let's see if we can unlock some achievements. Anyway, yeah, the game's only in early access, so they're going to keep on adding more stuff to it. So there's going to be another character coming out relatively soon in the next update, I believe. We're playing as the healer today. There's also the soldier as well, which is the first character, the default character. Right, I think we'll just keep the 5s and carry on going. I want to try and use all the dice, basically. That's unfortunately a bust. A fumble. Sorry, I keep using the bust term, but like it's fairly normal. Right, let's see how we can do. I don't know how many rounds there are for this. I think it was something around the 4, 5 or something like that. But you build up some dice as you go. Yeah. You see, we're both poisoned. He's poisoned for 50 though. I'm poisoned for 16. So do the maths. We know that the high number will get there first, generally. You've got ways to heal, such as a potion. So I'm basically just going to keep the 1s because it's the only thing. We'll see if like the pairs are the most common combination. Probably I'm going to keep the pairs and bank. I think I'm going to pause. It's only 30, but like it should. So this is basically charges when it gets to 50. So I have some effect when it gets to that. As you see, these have a tier number. They build up. And the higher the better. I'm not sure what they go to. I think it was 3 or 4. I'm not sure. I've literally probably got a couple of hours on this game. I started on it yesterday. Now you see, if that was another number, that would be close to using all the dice. Unfortunately, it's not. We'll keep the pair of 5s and then roll the rest, and hopefully we'll get more. That's a bust. Never mind. What other dice games do people like? Do people like Dicey Dungeons and stuff like that? I think Spell Rogue is my favourite of these kind of games. There's also Dice in a Dungeon and stuff like that. I've got a separate category for dice games on Steam. I can't remember how many I've got, but it's a fair few. It's at least it's at least 10 plus. For those new to the channel, I do various other video game content. I do show, and I also do various content for Magic and various other digital TCGs. I'm just going to keep one pen normally and bank it, and then roll the rest, and hopefully we'll get to use them all. I'm going to keep the 2 4s and pause. You see that yeah. Using Streamlabs or desktop to capture this. Anyway, there's a lot of these games are about building up because you've got a various selection of stuff you can unlock, and basically once you've unlocked everything, it gives you more options. So that's if your role contains at least a pair, create a basilisk statuette. I don't know what that does, but we're going to try it, right? Because it's the pairs is the easiest combination to get, so I feel that's probably way forward. Kind of coincident is the skeleton kind of reminds me of the thing on Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure, but they play like Twister and various games with death on. Oh no, it's not Excellent Adventure. Death's on. He's on the second one. He's on Bogus Journey, but like it looks like the thing from Bill and Ted. There was a third Bill and Ted more recently. It was Face the Music, I believe. I don't think it was as good as the original though. Right. If this dice is part of a fumble, do 25% of your bank score as damaged. I guess I'll keep it. Basically means if you do like a quarter of your damage. Unlock and take. Right, so we can replace one of these with like one of the regular dice. The regular dice isn't really that exciting, is it? You're basically trying to get rid of them, right? Right, let's try and get something. I don't think I've got an exciting hand yet. Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it? Is that a combination? That is a combination. We'll bank on. Yeah, I thought it was. We'll pass at that point. That's a slightly better hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 3 thing is the best. You see, he's got this special power, which is Death's Lucky Dice. He rolls the lucky dice after every roll. So basically, the more he carries on, he basically gets an extra dice, which is like his power. I'll probably keep one pair and then roll the rest again to try and get better. I want to get... I believe it's called make bank when you get everything. I'll probably just keep the 6s. It may not look very exciting, but it plays pretty well. I don't know if I'm playing it safe or not. I might be more cautious than some in these kind of games. Just gonna have a drink while I wait for my turn. Right, let's see if we can get some more exciting. We've got 2 pairs. Like, we can always take 2 pairs, but like, I feel you're better just keeping one and rolling, and you can try and get something better. Because I feel you're more likely to get... You see, I've got another pair, and then you can stop there at relatively low risk. Bank. Or use the cauldron. And pass. You see, he's got at least double to triple what I've got, so he's taking 70 damage each turn on the poison. It's more or less a magic mechanic as well. Poison, it's like infect effectively in magic. What I've been doing today, I've been playing various other TCG things. I played some Hearthstone. I just did a video, I did 2 videos today. I did a video for Darius Burst, which is a bullet hell, it's more like a, it's more closer to traditional Schmuck than a bullet hell, but like I did a video for that as well. If you want to watch that, we say they'll all be linked in the playlists of various things. Alright, and I watched a bit of wrestling. I also do giveaways on the channel from time to time. I've got various selection of Steam games and various things I can give away at some point. I've got various codes, so like I don't remember when the next one I'll do, but I do them periodically. I don't really have a dice game I can give away, so if I had an appropriate game, I would give that away. And this game isn't very expensive. It was on sale like a day or so ago. It was about £7, I think it was. It was reduced from like 10 or 11. I mean, the UK, I'm in Europe. I want to make bank at least once, which is use all the dice. I'm probably going to gamble and go for it at some point because I just want to show you. Oh, whoops, I just passed. That was a mistake. I just clicked pass. That was me. Oh, it didn't actually matter because they're just going to take damage at the end of the turn. There's no reason. The only reason to roll the dice is you might get some achievements. Yeah, and that was a mistake. Anyway, we will just carry on. I'm using Streamlabs desktop on PC to record this. I don't believe it's available on any platform. I don't think it's on console. I think this is PC only. I'm not 100% on that. Right, this is the pick. No, sorry, this isn't the pickaxe. This is a hammer. So it gains a counter on your turn. When it reaches 3, you get a random relic. You can forge 3 relics. Sure, we'll keep that. It's just building up items, right? Unlock and take. I'd like to get some more dice as well. Oh, that's a shame. So I'm probably just going to keep... which one do I roll? Do I roll more dice? Or I'll keep the pair of 6s and roll the other ones. That's unfortunately a bust. I keep calling it that. It's not. It's a... What is it? Fumble, isn't it? Alright, don't think there's any huge drawback at the moment. That was quite a big hit though. That was 100. But the thing is, these dice heal a lot of the thing back. probably keep the pair of sixes. Or we could keep the pair of threes and then... We'll keep the pair of threes and then roll the rest. But, I guess we keep the threes again and bank. And pulse. Yeah, anyway, I like showing content from various roguelikes, so I've done various different roguelike videos showing various ones. They'll be linked in the playlist. So basically they show me playing various roguelikes from stuff like Slay the Spire and some slightly more obscure ones. I hope this is slightly more obscure for you. I do my best. I only heard about this game relatively recently because my friends have it. I want to make bank at least once this game. Come on. I'm going to keep the pair. And yeah. Oops, I nearly paused. I meant roll. That. Oh, okay. All right. We have made bank. We've got a pair of twos. I said I wanted to show you that at least once, and I've done that. Right. So now. So that's called perfect bank, is what it's called, using all the dice, and you get to throw all the dice again, and then you get to carry. I don't know how many times you can do this, but let's see if we can do it. So you see, we could have a pair, or what a pair. We'll bank that and roll again. Yeah, we're probably stopping here though, because that's, I think, is probably sufficient. Right, we can bank these. So we're up to like 100 and something, 140. So that's probably what we're going to think, and we're going to pause there and do 140. They take 50 at the start of their turn. We've got 360 health. It's the Xbox 360, one of my favourite consoles. See, I do various video game collection videos, and in addition to the gameplay ones, as well as various TCG content, mostly for Magic, but I do other games as well. Should be doing a Magic video soon. There's only one dice off using it. I'm probably just going to keep the. I'm keeping the pair of twos. I just think this dice basically does something when it triggers more than the other dice. We're just going to keep the sixes and pause. I'm just seeing what the thing is basically. Oh, right, so this is one of the relics. You see, this basically gains a counter. When it reaches 3, you get a random relic. It can forge 3 relics total, then I assume it goes. Basically, the command is basically when your current health is over 50%. I've seen this before, but I'm reacquainting myself. When your health is over 50% of your base health, your scoring hands get plus 12 to their hand value. Okay. I'm not sure what the tiers on this cap out are. I'm probably going to use it soon anyway. I think his best hand's doing me about 100 damage. Yeah, as it says, that's 70 damage. This will heal me 60 back for a start. Alright, I'm going to use all this. Right, so we need not very much. We need about 60 on this one. So this one, if your dice is part of a fumble, basically, so if this fudges and basically this dice is still in the pool, basically I get X percentage of it. We're gonna roll. Should we try it? Because I feel we want to try these things, basically. So I'm going to keep these two, right? Bank these. And then we basically need this to hit a pair. If it doesn't hit a pair, I'm going to get a quarter of this rather than this. If I get this, I can re-roll and I'm probably winning. I'm probably winning anyway because I'm doing them with 70%. So let's just do it. Pair. No, it's not. But, it's probably still going to take him damage. Right, so is this enough? I feel it's close. No, it wasn't quite enough, but I don't think he's going to deal me 298. I don't know if you heal in between each, like, entity, we call it, of death. So he did me 60, so right, I take 40 at the start of my turn. Now basically I have to do 40. Right, we'll play a bit more cautiously now. Is that nothing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there a combination here? There is, isn't there? 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm not awake, sorry. And bang. And I can roll this for free, basically. That will probably be enough. It doesn't really matter what I do now, basically. Bank that. And pause. And that was number 2. I'm not sure how many you think they are. I think they're like 3 or 4. This is only on the easiest setting. This is the basic setting, but it does go up. I was just playing it on base to show you. Alright, this Pomander thing seems quite good. Pickaxe. Alright, there should be another character coming soon. The relics will cause you to take damage, no longer do. Oh, because I thought one of these did. Doesn't this, you gain 8, what was it, when you poison the relics? I'll just take them. I don't see when if you pickaxe it gains a swing count. Unlock and take. But I bet, is there capacity here of how many you can take? Because like, if you have it, you can just take them all. You can't pass while this dice is unbanked. Unlock and take. Should we just get rid of one of these dice? Let's get rid of the bog standard one, the healing one. Right, let's try this. So what does it... Oh, I've unlocked the Canary Pendant, so that's something. We're trying to get the achievements. You can't pass while this dice... Basically, you have to have this in the bank. While it's unbanked, add 15 to the value. Okay, let's see how this works. One, 2, 3, 5. We only need a 4. If we had a 4, I'll bank these. We need to try and basically get. I believe this has to be banked. Basically, we need to get this in a combination. So 5. Yeah, so we can do that now. So we've got double 5, which I feel is probably what we're stopping, right? Double 5, bank. What does that take it to? Yeah, and that takes it to 100 and something. So we'll just pause. Anyway, I do like dice games. This one's quite a fun one. It's not very expensive. It's not the most deep game, but it is good fun. Right. Yeah, it's basically like a multiplier. You basically need to use it though. Probably use it like that. I probably will roll again, but I'm not 100%. Yeah, I'll roll again. Yep, pair of 6s. That's fine. Let me know what your favourite of these dice rolling roguelikes are. Let me know, and I might cover them in a future episode. Be doing my pet chinchillas later, or probably possibly after this video. I mean, say if you don't know what a chinchilla is, it's a South American rodent. I featured them on a video before. If you'd want to check that video out, I'd appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. I've been going for 3 years now, roughly, and then so I've got just hit over 100 videos now. Alright, so what do we want? We need to use this, but we haven't. Oh, we can use it, so we can use it in a pair of 4s, and then I probably will roll. I'm probably going to use the cauldron as well. Oh, that's good. We made bank, so we got a pair of 6s, pair of 2s. Nice, and we can carry on safely. Well, pretty much. And we've got, as you see, the Pomander has kicked in. And it's basically adding 12 to all scoring hands because we've got over some amount of health, near over 50% of base health. Okay, so we roll. I think I'm best taking 3 like this, which is, I don't think we've had a full house. I'll bank that. So that's 200 and something. I believe that's the most damage we've dealt in a roll anyway. And pass. And you see all of our things kick into gear. I also like say physical dice games. I'm a board game player as well, so I've played stuff like the dice games, stuff that can come to mind are like stuff like King of Tokyo, that's by Richard Garfield, the same designer as Magic. So I'm going to get a plug for Richard Garfield. There's also stuff like Can't Stop as well. That's a kind of classic push your luck kind of game. What have we got? But the problem is you need to use the Golden Shackle. So I might be better taking less dice and rolling I'm better keep taking the pair of 4s, for instance, and rolling because I need to use I need to use this one up. That's annoying, basically, because we have to basically. So we put those in the bank, right? And then this has to come out as the same number as this. If not, we're going to get a percentage. We're going to get 25%. All right, so we will roll. Sure, so we're only going to get a small percentage of it. Can we use the cauldron afterwards? Let me see if I can use the cauldron after. I'm not sure if you have to use it up. It looks like you have to use it before you roll the dice, because I didn't really know that. Anyway, they're on 100. It's not looking. We're cruising through this. I hope people enjoying their weekend. I'm recording this on a Saturday. Hopefully it should be out for like the day after or so. So that would be that looks like a cocked roll. It would be if it was anything. I assume this is like a dice cup. Oh, I keep forgetting there's like a health potion as well, but that's like not going to come into it that much. Select dice. What is this? Oh, it's a 5 apparently. Well, to me that's between a 1 and a 5. It's on its side. Right. Anyway, never mind. So we're going to keep the. We're going to take the 5s. We're going to bank the 2 5s for sure. Right. And are we going to take those or not? Are we going to roll? I'm just going to use the cauldron now. So you see it's kicking in. So even if we fail here, right, they're still going to take enough damage at the start of their turn. So we're going to roll the dice because we can. Right. 3 5s. Right. We say this dice has 1. These only has 2s and 6s. So we're looking at there's 1 2 on this dice and there's like 1 2 on this dice. So, yeah, so we can bank we'll bank these, and we will roll, because I don't think we're anything. We're trying to get, there's 1 2 on this dice. I forget they're not all the same kind of dice. This has 1 2, this has 5 2s, so this is fairly light to roll a 2, so it's probability. We'll roll, try and get 2 2s. That was lucky. The chances weren't that high. Well, that dice, it was only 1 in 6 of that coming up. Alright, we're going to take them, and we might as well roll again, because we can. We're just going to roll, but we carry on going. We're not that much risk, and we're winning. Whoop, and roll. So we need to get this as a thing, and we need a scoring hand. So the numbers on this are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is the same as which dice, basically. So okay, which two do we use? It's either the pair of threes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so they're exactly the same. So we'll bank those two, and we'll roll. So now we're going to have to take the pair of twos, like that, bank, and then we're going to we need this. So yeah, and it's like it doesn't actually matter what we're doing here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to roll just because if in theory I was playing for properly, I probably would stop. But we win. We're dealing them damage at the start of their turn, so it doesn't actually matter. Let's try and get the number to come up. As it is, it doesn't really matter. That was a fumble, but it doesn't really matter. We'll take damage, and they take damage at the start of their turn. Right, let's see how we finish. It looks like we're cruising through this. I think this is probably the last one. All right, wish me luck. I'm going to say hopefully you pick up the game. It's not very expensive anyway. I'm going to say I recommend, if you haven't seen it, check out my Spell Rogue video. So I recommend Spell Rogue. That game has it's this game feels a bit similar to, it's basically a push your luck kind of thing. That one's it's got a slightly different aspect. This feels like blackjack with dice basically, whereas that has got a slightly different way of thinking about the dice. I'm using a Streamlabs desktop to capture this on PC. Runaway's Purse. So read this. So when the round starts, if you have no trinkets, create a healing flask. Well, that's not going to do anything because I've got loads of trinkets. If it came up earlier in the run, I'll take it. But unlock but choose a different relic. I'll take a different relic because that one isn't. If it only contains even numbers, deal 30 to 40 opponent. Dealing a 6 adds 12 poison to death. If initial roll 4 or less dies, and counters. I'll take the one with even numbers. Okay. Alright, I think this is probably the last round. I don't know how much varieties they are compared to some of these other roguelikes, but it seems quite fun. We'll keep 3 of a kind and 2 peppers, and we'll get a full house, effectively. Yeah, Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers I feel is similar to this. I haven't done a video for that. I probably will do one for that. I haven't shown that. We'll pause. The poison in this game seems quite strong to me. I don't know. I haven't played it that much though. So this is only my 4th go. I've won. I've won. I've got 100% win record with this character currently, but I've only played with the character once. I've played with the warrior twice, I believe. Warrior is normally the basic character in most of the games, to be honest. In say Slay the Spire, it's like the Ironclad equivalent. The warrior is the thing, whereas this is more like the Silent, which is like the poisoner kind of character. It's not really, he's meant to be a healer. He starts out with these basic dice. These are the healing dice. They heal you. They don't do damage, basically. But the other ones are. Right, so we can have. It's not great. We'll keep the pair of 1s and bank those and carry on, right? The thing, so a lot of these items, something like Slay the Spire, some of them you have to use a choice to whether they activate. These you don't have much control over the activation of those. keep the pair of 5s. I'm probably going to stop there, I think. Yeah, we'll stop. We're going to stop there because you need like a pair, and this basically is going to roll a 2. So this needs there's like normally a 1 in 6 or something X. Oh, it's 1 in 6 times 1 in X. More than, I think it's 5 and 6. But the odds are it's not happening. So it's like 80 damage. You see, it keeps on getting more dice. So basically, if he rolls an extra time, he goes another 1 dice, then he rolls another 2, and so on and so forth. So that's how his average hand is hitting for about 100 and something, I think. In order to this is anchor, we're going to have to look at these things. Every time you fumble, we get a counter plus an additional 1 for everything. But I don't really have any control over it. Right, so let's use this now, because I believe we have to use it before we attack. Right, so we're dealing them a stack of poison. Right, let's roll. Got a pair of 4s, I'm probably just going to keep the pair of 4s. Like, the shackle I want rid of normally, because it's the hardest one to place. And then we roll the rest and try and get a thing. So we're lucky on that. We've got a pair of ones. So we're probably going to have to stop at that point. Bank. So we pause. So our average hand, by the look of it, is about 80 something. They've got 400. We've got slightly under, but like we'll see how it goes. I don't remember if they've actually missed or not. It's a lot of 6s. There's 3 6s, pair of 4s. Yeah. And they stopped, so it's 70. Alright, let's try and make bank. Pair of 4s. And roll. Come on. There we go, we make bank. You say it's like streamers like, well, I'm not actually streaming. I was considering streaming at some point, but I haven't got around to that. No, Amiri, it's streamers like, we'll call it. Alright, roll again. I'm probably going to keep 3 5s and pause, I think. Is it worth using it? I mean, you're going to use the cauldron again. Or is it after the first time you roll? Probably it is. I'll bank that. Alright, that's still like 175. We're going to pause there. Yeah, it's probably 1 more hit, basically. They said they're probably going to give me about 100 and something this turn. And I've also, don't forget, I've got the potion at the top that I can use to heal if I need to. Alright, I've got at least 1 achievement this run. It looks like we're probably getting it. That's 100 points. That was a straight. Right, so now he's taking 70 at the beginning of his turn. So we need to deal him another 30. So we might as well drink the potion, for sure. Sorry, not drink the potion, I mean use the cauldron. I'm actually not going to use the potion because I'm going to see if there's an achievement for it. I don't know, I haven't looked at the achievements. I've got like 6 or 7. We got 1 this run anyway. Right, so let's roll. Pair of 1s, pairs of 6s, that will probably do it. Pair of 1s, pair of 6s. Bang. We're going to roll because it's fun. We're just going to get a percentage of this. It's a quarter, but like, I'm just doing it for the kicks. Right, anyway, we're just going to pass. Well, we fumbled, but like, they're going to take the damage at the start of their turn anyway, and that's going to be sufficient. I'm pretty sure there's not anything. I think that's the end of the run. Let's see if it is. Oh, is there more? Oh, there might be more. I don't know. This might be the second difficulty setting. I don't remember if it defaults to the second setting. Anyway, we're still going. We're still going. But okay, tradition. When they reach the needed amount of counters, ring triggers their effect twice. Now that does sound strong, but like it's how many rings do you have? But like I don't think this is probably more useful than any other ring. Unlock and take for sure. Chimera dice heal poison or damage for double the face. Yeah, look. Oh, you can heal your opponent. Yeah, I get it. Well, let's have some fun. We'll take it over bog standard dice for sure. Alright, so we're going to send back a healer's dice. Alright, finally, we've unlocked ring box. Alright. Not much there, is there? It's a pair of ones. Bank and carry on. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you will join me in the future. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me grow. It's not great, is it? They've got 1,000 health. Okay, so we'll try and get there. I don't remember the map going up to 1,000. Maybe it's the second difficulty setting. It might have defaulted back to the next setting, the one you haven't cleared. Alright, that's fine. We don't mind trying the higher setting. I've got at least 2 achievements anyway. I remember there's the potion I can use. I keep forgetting about some of these things. Right, they've got 3 of a kind there. Yeah. So that's 100. Right, yo. Alright, let's see if we can get some good scoring action. Right. Where's paraphrase? If you had a 4, you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but that's not quite there. Come on. Yeah, paraphrase, which is what we needed because we needed to use up the shackle dice. And we're probably stopping there, realistically. We're not going to carry on. Yeah, these games are all about unlocking your various things. At the start, most of them, you don't have the full section of options, and you basically need to build up your unlocks. What have I got? Nearly 1,000 games on Steam, somewhere around that. Next one I'll be getting will be Borderlands 4, which will be out next week as of this video. Looking forward to Borderlands 4. Then will be Pokemon ZA, Legend ZA on the Switch. Will be about another month away. Was it October, I believe? Yeah, so they build up some relics as well. So they had the fumble protection. This one, you can no longer fumble when he wins. He deals any bank down. Oh, so this means he basically can carry on and he'll deal the damage. That's quite powerful. But like, I don't think you will gain access to that. That feels overpowered for a player. Again, that's say that was one off of. We wanted a 4 on that one. I'm probably going to use the potion soon because I need to like. Oh yeah, that will also buff my hands as well because of the palm. So I have to have 50% base health, but I'm sure I'm over 50% base health. Right, so we're going to use these. And we're going to pass at that point because I feel that's the best we can do. Well, it's not the best we can do, it's the most likely the best we can do, I think is the thing. It's all about the probability anyway. can see there's like a variety of like YouTube or Twitch people that might do a video for this game. I could see people like Rothel doing a video for this, or Raron, or someone like that. See, it's got 666 life. Right. Pair of wands, I guess. Or should we use the... We're going to use the cauldron, right? Oh, we can't use it. It won't let you use the cauldron between turns and that. I don't know if that's the thing. Magic, you generally have control over when you do it. I'm just going to roll again. No, that's... I don't know. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're good. We're good. No, we got sequence. We're good. I thought I couldn't see a pair. I automatically start looking for the pairs. And then I'm like, no, we're fine. We've got a sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why isn't it letting me do it? Not sure what happened there. Fumble, I've got an achievement for it, so it's fumbled 10 times. It wouldn't let me do 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it has to be more dice or something. Let's have a look, let's have a look. Why wouldn't it let me take 1, 2, 3, 4? See, pair, full house. Alright, full house has to be 5 dice. Okay, that would be explain why. I just didn't quite know all of it. Okay, that's fine. 3 6s. I'm just going to bank those. I'm probably going to use the potion next turn and maybe the cauldron as well. I think you can probably overheal effect your current and your base. I think, can you go over the base? I'm not sure if you can go over the base or not. Let me have a think about it in a minute. Well, we're going to find out anyway, because I might as well use it, because I don't feel that we're going to be that long. Not really sure how long a run on this is. I feel this is on the second setting. Anyway, this is longer than the one I remembered. I thought it was 3 or 4 characters the first time. This feels like 5. Yeah, that's another 2 pairs. That's over 100. Yeah, that's 140 something. So we're gonna use all this. So we're on 100 and something. So we need to heal. So we're gonna use the cauldron to start with, and then we're gonna use the potion. Alright, so he's taking like 100 and something each turn, plus whatever views. So now, that gives me a damage protection, so I think I'm probably going to ignore the next set of damage or something. Alright, let's roll and hopefully we get 100 and something. Unbank those. Now, if I roll these, let's roll them. Let's try and get something. That's not good. We've missed. But like, I don't think we're losing a big number. They're still taking like 100 and something. Alright, let's see if we can... Another link added to the anchor chain. I'm probably not reading the anchor chain correctly. Addition, fumble, for every time, anytime you fumble, get counted, plus 1 for every fumbled up to add 1 to the multiply value of hands for each counter. Okay. They're stealing a dice off me by the look of it. So next turn to, like, I need to deal them about 100. Yeah, they've got one of my healing dice. So I'm going to take, I need to deal them about 100 and something on my turn. Yeah, so that's 90, 100. Yep, I'll take 70 at the beginning of my turn. Right, so I need to do around 100. And if I get over 100, that's fine. pair of threes and bank. We'll roll because it's not enough. Bank pair of twos. And pause. It's not quite good enough. Hopefully we'll survive at least another turn because I think we win. Oh yeah. Oh, is that enough? Okay, I might have misevaluated. Is that enough? Well done. I assume that's it. We shall play again soon. Difficulty first circle, rounds 1-7. I think that was just the base setting. Alright, we won anyway. Alright, that was dicing with death. I was going to show you, so basically, there's the healer, so that it's got basically, there's a selection of 3 things you can do at the bottom, so each of the builds are slightly different. And you can and you might be able to unlock more, and this is also the soldier, so he rolls basically extra dice and adds them to score each time he rolls 3 or more of a kind. And I don't know what that is, it's probably for the another character when it comes in. Alright, this has been Matthew Matthew Hawker Gaming, this has been Dicing with Death. And thanks very much for watching. And then say, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your favourite dice rolling roguelikes, or let me know what you're playing in gaming in general. And you say, don't forget to check out my other content. I do various other gaming videos and MTG content and digital TCG stuff. All right, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.